Well, we've left our normal haunt of the woodlines. We spent a night at Cunulling and had a look around there, and now we've pulled up at a government dam at a place called Callion. There doesn't look to be much left, and the big mine that was operating over there appears to have closed down as well. When I looked at the statistics of our YouTube channel, I discovered that 25% of our viewers were in the United States. So I thought I would just compare the size of the United States to Australia. So Australia has a population of about 26 million people, and the United States has a population of about 335, so a bit over 10 times. Western Australia, however, has a population of 2.6 million, and the Western United States has a population of 157, which works out to be about 17 people per square kilometre. Perth has a population of 2.1 million people out of the 2.6, with a population density of around 310 people per square kilometre, which leaves the rest of Western Australia at a population density of 0.2 people per square kilometre. So you can see quite easily that when we go into the bush, there's likely to be no one around.
Wow.
We've left our usual haunt of the woodlines and we've headed north of Coolgardie for a change. And we've stopped at the old ghost town of Cunulling and looked at this old government dam that was built to support the town and the prospectors heading further east to discover gold in the early days. I think this is a silt trap. There are many channels cut through the bush to direct the water into the dam. This is a silt trap that I think is designed to capture the silt to prevent it from filling the dam. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Channels into there, from there.
It's not much of one.
No, and there's two this way.
Once again, the extraordinary work that went into engineering these water catchment areas is just impressive. Our setup routine is pretty well practiced by now. Usually we just get the stuff out of the back of the vehicles, collect some firewood, start a fire, and then light the billy to make a cup of coffee before we settle down for the night in front of the warm fire. This specially constructed gate allows easy access into the old building. Remains of the Premier Hotel at Cunulling. Every time we come here, there is more and more damage done to this old building. This magnificent old hotel was opened in 1901 and actually had electricity fitted. Apparently it had 10 bedrooms and was the first one to have electricity installed in it in the goldfields. There was also a parlour, a billiard room and a cellar to cool the kegs of beer, and a large kitchen. On our exploration north, we stopped at Credo Station at the old lake and were surprised by this sign. So you're not allowed to have a boat or go jet skiing in Rolls Lagoon. You can sort of see why. Because both of those activities require water. After leaving Rolls Lagoon, we stopped at the old gold mining town of Callion and explored around here. Well, this dam's still got water in it. Many of these old ghost towns still have a government dam that was vital for the early prospectors heading out east looking for gold. An old tank at the top of the dam, and there is a bit of a standpipe or a pipe where the water comes out of the tank. Let's see what's inside it. Oh yeah, concrete lined galvanised iron tank, complete with shithead stuff in it. Whoa, this is all caved in here. Exploring around any old mine is a bit fraught with danger with all the washaways that occur. Geez, even the ground there was all broken away.
Over there as well, yeah.
Oh, that big piece over there is just ready to fall.
I know.
We've just pulled up at a small cemetery in Callion. I believe there's 3 people buried out near here, but there's the graves of 2 of them.
They're only kids.
Are they?
Yeah.
One age 3 and one age 12. 1896 and 1899. One died of consumption. Our next stop was the old cemetery at the old ghost town of Davyhurst. We believe it is important to remember our early settlers. What about this one? And the tribulations they may have faced. It is also disturbing that there are many young kids buried in these cemeteries. No, they didn't. 7-5.
Yeah, but they both died the same day.
Yeah, they could have had a cold or something, or flu, or been shot. Typhoid. Mine accident. Another mine accident. Poisoned. Interesting. So all these markers represent people that are buried here, but they're not known exactly where in the cemetery they are. Only 3 hours old. Heart failure, died of rupture, whatever that is. Suicide by gelignite. Suicide by strychnine. Heart failure, pneumonia. Wagon accident. Stillborn. Murdered. Oh, that'll be a mine accident. Died of alcohol. Fibroid phthisis. Epilepsy. Suicide by cyanide. Malaria. Inhaling fumes of Phoenix explosives, so that'd be a mine accident. Also, another pneumonia. Someone has actually come out and placed a solar light out here. Yeah, well, Stephen was right. Stillborn. We're actually just heading into what was the original Davyhurst Cemetery. These old cemeteries can be quite difficult to find and are often located in parts of the bush where you would least expect them.
A 4-day-old died of tetanus.
What about heart failure at 10 hours? 3 months, diarrhoea. At Mulwarry Cemetery, the sign up there said there's 7 people buried here, and there's 7 marked out graves just here, but there's 3 over there, so there's 10 in total. So there's 3 people here that are unknown. Still at Mulwarry, and here's a lonely grave all by itself. $18.99, eh? So that, according to that, Mount Higgins was what Mulwarry was once called. There's the original sign. We're about to make camp, but once again, not here. Many prospectors died of thirst on their way to the goldfields. Most notably, the goldfield or the find at Siberia caused a rush where many men died due to lack of water. At one point, people were stopped from travelling to this area because they were dying in such large numbers. No one knows how many men died out there. For years after, various prospectors would stumble across the bleached bones of one of the victims and they would be buried in lonely bush graves.